It's some hot, y'all. I got to get some sweat off of me. And it's early in the morning. But I figured I'd bring y'all along. I'm planting 2 blackberry bushes. Now, do I know what kind? No, but I happened to look in there and there's actually a little card. We got these, I know about a month ago. Brown, half dead. They're $12.98 a plant. Got them for $2 each. Now, this is what was on them. It just says Sweet Select, but that's not really it. But I did grab this. You see? That's what it looked like. I didn't have anything to lose. So I cut it back and I fed it a 550, which is just a standard organic fruit fertilizer to really get some leaf going. I wasn't too concerned about it blooming because I didn't want all the nutrients to go to the bloom. So by just having 5% of the phosphorus, I wasn't worried about the potash, which is basically the vitamin of the plant. I'm trying to get growth on it. So with it being 5% nitrogen, equal parts of phosphorus, I was in a safe zone to go ahead and get them in the ground and really concentrate on bulking them up and not so much as blooms. That can come next year. So I'm gonna bring the camera over. I dug 1 hole. I added some of our compost. I'm out of peat moss, completely out. They're in the beds. So we're gonna roll with it without it, and I think we're gonna be okay. I did not water the plants. I let them dry for 2 days. I did that so once I get them planted, as dry as the root system is right now, I'll water it in, feed it, water it in again. It'll start drawing because I'm watering it once I get it in there first. But if I was to water them day before yesterday, because I knew I was gonna plant them, in my experience, they would just be thriving and they're holding on to their water. They got enough what they need and they're not gonna take on what I'm fixing to give them. I'm fixing to really, it's kind of like somebody getting a shot of B12 because you're weak and you're dragging. And that's the way I view my plants. So yeah, let's get these 2 blackberries. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gives us a total of 6. All right, I'm gonna move the camera down. We're gonna go over there and I'll show you how I do it. Yes, the water is cool. And I did look at the little card and these are sweetie pies. So hey, for $2, we're gonna plant some sweetie pies. Now I know y'all are thinking, what are you doing? Y'all remember that's how I did my fig. These are very dry. Let's see, I'm gonna get this one off and this one off. Guys, these things look like they needed to be thrown in the trash, but I could see life down here at the base. And look at that. Not too bad. All right, here we go. Now you see how dry. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I'm gonna get it set center. And I am just gonna lightly break it up. It's not too root bound. I just don't wanna put it in too much shock. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get that watered in again. We want it to start drinking. Okay. Now, as you can see, I am probably about 1 inch, 3/4 to 1 inch actually below my dig out. And that's because right now I need to make a trench around so it can hold its water. If not, if it wasn't as pitiful as it is and as hot as it is, I'd have brought it up about this much. But I'm not gonna do that. All right, let it get its water. I am feeding it. Let's see, I hope this is open. Yeah, there we go. Let me show you. Can you see for the sun? It's Dr. Earth's organic, just a fruit tree fertilizer. And I'm not gonna go heavy. And this is all I'm gonna feed it right now. And I'm not gonna feed much because I don't want it to overwork in this heat. So I would say about 1/2 of a handful. Ooh, it stinks. There we go. As you saw, I put just a layer of my mushroom compost on top. Now I'm coming back in with the dirt that I actually took out. And like I said, guys, look, this is not red clay. And the area that I'm in is known for red clay. They had horses here, so I think that's contributing to how well this soil is. There we go. Now I'm gonna put another layer of compost. Now I'm following the mouth of the hole that I dug out. There we go. And I'm gonna keep it like this a good week. And this is how I'm gonna water it in. Now I will come in and I will pack this center. And then I always take my hands and I give it a good push. I don't do that at the beginning when I'm floating in water, but I do it at the top. There we go. Now we're going to get some water to it. Okay, you can see it's making its way around. Got a little bit of grass here. And the water lets you know if it hit a bridge. There we go. And now we're rocking, guys. One down, one more to go. I was gonna do some banana bread, but I have 3 bananas. Well, I guess you could call it a banana. I have 3 bananas that need something done. I don't like to waste. I'll see how I feel. I'm gonna cut all of this, see how long it is. If it's not long, I'll cool down and we'll whip up some banana bread. Just one little loaf. I don't know, 3. I might get 1 loaf and a couple of half loaves to send off to the kids. So there you go. I'll let you know if we're gonna do banana bread. If not, I'll come back and I'll sign off. Whew. Who plants in 114 degrees? Well, we gonna get that banana bread made. It got so hot, y'all. I got on the porch, drank quite a bit of water, cooled down, and I had to get in the shower. That last bush, that blackberry bush, I run into a root. And let me tell you what, me and my sharpshooter shovel, that's a mouthful. Yeah, that red one, y'all, I love that thing. It's a shovel, but it's a sharpshooter too, all at the same time. It's easy for me to use. But let me tell you, I had to whack on that root, but I got it up because I didn't want to have to move, because that would mess up my footage in between. So now I gotta find three more blackberries, and we'll have that row done. We can go ahead and start running our string and getting them up. But anyway, we gotta get to this banana bread. I broke it down easy for you guys. So I've got 3 little sections. Now, you can add walnuts and pecans. You can add a 1/2 cup of raisins to this recipe. At the end, fold them in. I'm not adding any nuts and I'm not adding any raisins. I would normally do that, but I'm also sharing with the grandkids, so I'm gonna leave the raisins and the nuts out. But me and this phone, y'all, but it's good if you do that. But just make sure that if you're gonna add the nuts and the raisins, fold them in at the end. So I'm gonna drop this camera down if it'll operate with me. And we're gonna get to mixing. I hope this thing, y'all, I got y'all duct taped because my little thing that holds my phone broke. So hopefully the duct tape will hold it. All right, we're gonna start. And I hope you guys can see. I need to get me a better light. All right, this is kind of a dump and go, guys. In the first bowl, we have 2 eggs, a stick of softened butter, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Our dry ingredients: 1½ cups all-purpose flour, a 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon baking soda, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And we have 3 bananas that I have mashed. But I'll leave the ingredients in the description. But this is a dump and go. Okay, I'm gonna use my handheld mixer. I'm gonna start off on low. And I'm gonna get this very well combined. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of our dry mix, and I'm gonna blend this in. Now it's time to put our bananas in. I'm not sure if I told y'all I added a teaspoon of cinnamon to the dry ingredients. I might have told y'all. Like I said, it'll be in the description. Okay, we got them filled, and I'm just gonna lightly tap them. Seems like it's loud, but I really am just lightly tapping them. Level them out. I've got it on a cookie sheet. Put it in the oven, 350 degrees, about an hour, depending on your oven. And while those are in the oven, y'all know what Lippy gotta do. And it won't be taking this outside either. In the oven. It took 50 minutes, but look at the inside. Look how moist, guys. Perfect banana bread. I gotta confess something. I was doing laundry, and I didn't realize y'all were hearing the overalls clink, clink, clink in the dryer. And I started, boy, something smells good. Banana bread. Y'all, I could have split, but they are moist, perfectly cooked. Look at this. It's not burnt. It's a little dark, but you saw the inside. Look at this. That is moist. Now I'm gonna take a little sample. Y'all, I told you it's just dump and go. It's perfect. That one little teaspoon of cinnamon, you can't taste it, but it gives it something. The bananas, here I go again. The tongue don't work today, guys. The bananas was just at that overripe, but not too overripe. I should have mixed 2 different batches so I could have added some raisins. Y'all, no waste. Absolutely delicious. Now, if you was to make this, you could let your little loaves completely cool, quite a few hours. I would wrap it in saran wrap, then put it in a freezer bag, or put it in a vacuum seal bag. You can freeze it. When you're ready for some, pull it out, let it sit an hour on the counter, and I normally slice mine thin, and I put it in a hot skillet with a little butter and toast it on each side. Now that's how we like it if it comes out of the freezer. You can also make a trifle instead of an angel food cake or piece of pound cake. There you go. Just let a loaf sit out. Wrap it in some paper towel and let it dry. Use it the next day to make your trifle. Yeah. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm gonna sit down. It's 4 o'clock. I got 30 minutes and I gotta start supper. We're gonna have a salad for supper with some shrimp on top. Call it a done day. But let's see what I get into tomorrow. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, and as always, God bless.